Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing? How you doing? Well, this morning I'm gonna get on that new belt sander, resand this table. Although I have not gone out and got a new mat or new gloves. So we'll have to make do if I can't handle it, you know. I still got my foam cover on my GoPro. I think it'll also act as a dust protector, you know. My old glasses. Alright, man, well, let's get to work. It's about 8:30 and about 85 degrees. Alright, well, now it's time. That's definitely better than the vibrating sander. Of course, I probably could have put varnish remover on it, but it's not that thick. Yeah, it looks really good. Although I can still see it's going to be a bit of an effort. That thing is heavy to try to take off and get away from you, so you're holding it back. So I'm flexing that bicep the whole time. But you want to get it looking all cool and everything. What you got to do, man. All right. Well, what better place to do it than right here by the pond, right? Good right there. Well, let's take a look at the table. Part of it anyway. Look at that. Nice grain in there. Very nice. Although what happened was a little bit of a problem. Yeah, I shredded the belt because I was, instead of just pushing down here, I actually put my shoulder into it, was squashing it. So I squashed it too much and it got traction. Trying to get it to grind quicker, I guess. Trying to take a shortcut. Wound up ripping that thing right off. It's hot too, almost burned myself. But it's pretty cool, man. It does the job. And now, of course, I have to go to Global and get more belts. Well, I think I'm done with sanding that beast. Boom, got rid of all the saw marks. No saw marks actually went all the way down this thing, man. I was able to grind that off. I grind the seam as much as I could. It was uneven, but this one lightning strike, I call it a lightning strike, it's still there. Although I got rid of a lot of it. But I couldn't take it all the way down. I think it would have been too much. I would have made a big divot in this whole thing. These are actually cracks that probably aren't going to come out. Same like this one. But one of the things I noticed on this seam, I don't know if it's just wide or if they cut it like this and cut it like that and cut it like this and cut it like that. It almost looks like a tongue and groove thing they made on this, but it might have just been the way that the dirt or that the stuff cracked or something. I don't know. All right, man. More later. Warm up a little bit before I give it some throttle. In case you're curious, I did have a unboxing when I bought this. 4 horsepower. 2-stroke Nippon. It says round drill. It's an auger, but 25-to-1 ratio on the gas oil, which is pretty much the same for all my tools, almost power tools anyway. And it was cheap, man. It was a good deal. It was like 60 bucks maybe, 2,500 baht or something. How you do it? I'm gonna go order the poles for those holes. Poles for the holes. Cement posts, probably 2.5 meters, or 250 centimeters. I think probably about how much they cost too. 240 baht or each or something like that. They're probably what's that, $7, $7.50 each. Not too bad. Would have been better if it was $5 each, but what are you gonna do? I thought I'd roll some tape. My hair cutter, I got a new haircut guy. The girl that was always cutting my hair, cutting my wife's hair as well. She wasn't from this village, but she opened a shop here. But they raised her rent from $8,000 to $10,000. So there you go. That is not Songkran, but in fact, look out here. This young man is going to be a monk. He's dressed in white right now, lipstick and stuff. But he will soon here. I'll let you see that. And there's trucks, you know, it's basically a big thing behind him. I'm gonna get on the road here. And there's another one right here. All these cars are here for this guy becoming a monk. This afternoon he'll put on the, you know, when he gets to the temple, the monks, the actual monks will, you know, bring him in, whatever, and then they'll don the orange robes at that time. But the white one is the purification part, you know, where it's getting rid of all his old habits or whatever, and then become a monk. And it's, you know, fairly common. A number of people have become a monk since I've been here, but they're only, you know, they usually are only in the monkhood for a couple weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. But some of them maybe for a couple days, but usually a couple weeks. You know, it's kind of like the rite of passage for manhood or whatever. Usually you can go when you're a little boy, but more and more young men, I think, put that off, and then as they come back, maybe over COVID, you know, come back to the villages and rethink their lives, and out of respect for their parents and everybody, for themselves, they go into the monkhood. You know, it is also a time, that car parade there, it's also a time to, you know, walk behind there. A lot of people will walk usually at the end, and they're drinking whiskey at 8 o'clock in the morning, you know. I did. But yeah. But then, you know, after a couple weeks, they'll go back to their normal lives. Unless it's a calling. And they'll know that, and the other monks will know that, and they'll stay there, maybe even for the rest of their life. That was that, you know, the one monk that was from here, it was a monk for 66 years. And they had that big funeral for him over there at Arwat. Anyway, here, check out the road. You know, and they don't need to close roads. Everybody just kind of goes, okay, well, I'll let you go by, and I'll let you go by. Very rarely there will be a flagman out there doing the, you know, doing the flag work, which is kind of funny actually. But hey, man, you know, we can take turns. We know how to do it. If it gets too crazy, then, you know, somebody will even get out of their car and act like a flagman to undo a bottleneck or something, you know. There's a couple of, I just passed one of the construction guys where I could have got the posts, but if I remember, he's a little bit more expensive. And I like these guys up here anyway. It's a family. I mean, that's a family too, but this is like grandpa and dad and son. They're all the ones doing the work. The daughter is running the accounting and all that. And they do everything, you know, the cement rings. That's where I get the extra cement rings for the water tank that I made bigger the other day, last week. Water rings, cement posts, cement slabs, kind of the 3 or 4 items, and planters too, but 3 or 4 items that almost everybody uses on the farm. Build their own house and all that stuff, but not all the rebar and bags of cement and stuff like that. I don't think they sell that. They just kind of make cement in the back, so they make all the rings and the posts and all that. But they'll deliver it. I could put them in the truck, but I ain't gonna do that. It'd be too heavy, you know. It'd be like this. I don't want to mess up my shocks, although I do good shocks in this truck. The previous owner, or the actual original owner, I should say, replaced the shocks with some really nice ones. He was bragging about it, and I can see him under there anyway, so pretty good. Yeah, the place where I'm going is right at the main intersection to the, you know, to the main highway that goes all the way to Bangkok if you go right, and all the way to Chiang Mai if you go left. Air conditioning feels good though in the truck. It's not that hot. I mean, I thought it felt hotter, but it's 36, so there gotta be 95. All right, man. Well, let me pull in here. Right after the blue tank. You can see them cement posts there. Alright, well, finished that one. They're gonna drop them off. Hopefully help me drop them into the holes. They are, I got the, you know, they're 2.5 meters, like I said, and it's got the metal sticking out the top. That's what my wife wanted. And yeah, they had 2-meter ones with like about every 1.5 foot, a little groove in there where you could lay another bar across, kind of like for the when you make a fence. And those would have been perfect, but they didn't have Mars sticking out the top, and they're only 2 meters, which meant I was going to put probably a 1/2 meter of that into the ground anyway, so then it would only been like 1.5 meters. It wouldn't have been tall enough. I'm not going to make it too tall because you know, my wife wants it, I think, just tall enough to where she can, you know, pick fruit or whatever she's picking, growing it or whatever. But it's, you know, I think it's got to be over my head. I'm tired of ducking, man. See my last video, took out my damn head. It's still swollen right here from the cut. I can't use a brush without going ew. So, you know, and I notice when you get older, you know, just back to life, man, your cuts don't heal, your breaks don't heal, your bruises don't heal as fast as they should. You know, you get a cut on your head like that, it's probably going to be there for a couple weeks instead of a couple days. Same, you know, when I dropped that cement slab on, you know, the deck slab, and I dropped that on my foot, on the instep of my foot, and my foot was swollen. That's before I finished the deck, right? So it's been like 1.5 months or whatever. Yeah, my foot in that area is still swollen. It doesn't hurt, but it's still swollen. Like the flesh has changed structure. Weird. Doesn't hurt, but you know, I'm 65. Let's wait till I'm 75 if I make it that long. And See if I'm limping on that foot because the structure was changed and now, you know, it don't move right or whatever. But yeah, it just takes longer to heal, man. That's a bummer. I wouldn't mind getting old, but it's the body falling apart that's the problem. You know, I don't care about my skin or fingers, you know, arthritis kind of, not too much, but the healing part is what really gets me. You know, I cut myself in my arm or something, it's going to be cut for like 2 months. When I chop my fingers off almost, dang man, months, 6 months. I still can't, I'm never going to be able to, whoa! So, the water truck that's in front of this water truck, kind of funny. There's a water truck in front of me, and there's an actual water truck in front of that. But the water truck was spraying on the left like he's doing right there. And back there, when I said, whoa, he was over there on the left and he just turned right and got into the lane of traffic. So there's a water truck right here, had to slam his brakes on practically. But now it looks like we're waiting because what do you got there? Oh, the steamroller. I don't know what we call that, a steamroller. We always called it a steamroller, if I remember. There ain't no steam in there, man. That's a diesel. Maybe back in the day there were steamrollers. Maybe I saw that in a book in the first grade or something. Flashbacks. Oh. Yeah. Again, all this construction, widening of the road, all the trees are gone. You know, every day I'm driving here now, I try to find something positive about that, but the general consensus I get from restaurant owners that we stop at and eat here are pretty much like, nah, I don't like it. So I guess it have to take some time after it's all paved and this and that and that. Maybe have a parade or two. Maybe people will feel better about that, I don't know. Sometimes you want to just find a faraway place to live out the rest of your life. Not really minimalist, you know, you don't have to be minimalist, but really you don't need much. I just watched the video this morning. I think Corner Joe and Gibb were on their video channel, or on their channel they met a couple that rented one of the places that they showed previously. Anyway, right there in a little fishing village, right across from the main port. It's not even a port, but you know, 10,000 baht a month, and it's pretty, you know, pretty basic. They got a big bedroom, big enough for the bed and a couple of recliners and stuff. And by the way, they already put all the new telephone poles up in our village. They did that like yesterday, 3 or 4 poles. They'll swap this one out pretty soon. Yep, new one right there in the middle of the market. Yeah, they just dropped that thing right in there, man. But yeah, that couple, the woman is from America, the guy is from Australia. They decided to, you know, leave the rat race, their retirement age. And you know, like I say, 1 big bedroom. They have a nice kitchen, and I'm not even sure if they have a living room. I think they just have like a long hallway and almost a small small foyer or whatever. And then, of course, they have a front patio, front to the ocean. So that's where they put up their table, and that's where they say that they eat and they kick back and stuff. The bedroom has the TV, a couple recliners, and big bed. And if you think about it, what do you need, you know? A kitchen. Although you don't really need to cook these days, right? But maybe during bad weather and stuff you want to. So a kitchen, a bedroom, somewhere to sit and kick back. That's about it. You know, maybe a little space for garden if you want to do that. But a patio where you can put plants and stuff that make you feel good or whatever. But you don't need all that other baggage, man. You don't need to put 20 photo albums stacked in a corner. You know, pictures all over your walls. All kinds of stuff like that. You don't need it. When you're old, you don't need stuff. You're gonna die, man. Who needs it? Want to read a book? Read a book. Fine, read it. Get rid of it. You don't need to hold on to books, man. Pass it on. I used to hold on to books, but got rid of all them books when I left America. Although, no, I should say I did keep 5 or 6 books. But I kept them because I'm going to do stuff with them. I'm going to use them as my part resource. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm home now. Oh, wait, those guys probably, I think they're probably coming now. They're loading up the truck, probably going to come up shortly. Alright, man. Get back at you. Well, the poles are here. They came right after I got here, basically. And they just dropped them next to the holes. But I'm putting them in. I probably could have asked them to do it, but I don't know. I guess not. The camera stopped earlier today when I was doing that. Stopped because of the heat. The camera itself got too hot. But so did I, because by the time I put that last pole in there, I had to hold on to it because I was, you know, dizzy from the heat. So I got done with that, and then took a break and ate something. I started to get a headache, you know, usually from early signs of sunstroke or whatever. So I took some aspirin, laid down, cooled down, and now you can't see it probably, but it's all gray. It's probably, what time is it? It's 3:30. So it's all gray now. It might very well rain, which would be cool. I put the posts in, but I just put them in and leveled them out. But I didn't fill those in yet, but I'm gonna do that now because if it is gonna rain, the last thing I need is it to rain and have those things keel over. So I gotta do some of that. mission accomplished. Anyway, also my wife just bought a throw net. For the pond, it's kind of a small one. But she thought maybe she'd test her skill by throwing the net out there and see if she can catch a fish. Hey, maybe I should try that. Oh, I'll try that right now. I think I got some. Oh man, I got a whole bunch of fish. Oh shit. Oh. Look at that, man.
Jesus, I'm out in there.
No.
Không nghe phải chảy luôn.
There you go. No. For the truck?
Yeah.
Somebody hit the tree with the truck?
Yeah. What's that?
I don't know. Somebody knocked down our tree, the dump truck. Well, the guy that was delivering the poles was in a cheap ass Datsun. I don't think it's gonna be strong enough to knock over a tree.
Tài mới đi.
I don't know, that looks like oh yeah, you can see all the dirt's lifted. No, that ain't that little truck, that's a dump truck, man. Dump truck probably took a hit on the turn.